Welcome to another episode of the Uncensored Couch Podcast. I am your host, Jesus. This is our new host here. We just picked him up yesterday. His name is Aries, the podcast dog, so you'll be seeing him throughout the whole series. But I want to introduce you to my friends today.
I'm Josh. I go by Jay Jeezy.
Kevin G.
So today's topic, we're going to be talking about pyramid schemes and multi-level marketing companies. So the reason why I wanted to talk about that today is um, basically all three of us met through a pyramid scheme multi-level marketing company. I'm not going to say the name, but it's just something that in my life I experienced like 3 years of. I think it's 3 years. Was it 2017, 18, 19? I think it was, yeah. I think I'm not too sure. I don't remember the years. I think it was just 1.5 or 2, but it felt like it was forever. But basically, we all came from the same company. I'm not gonna say the name because we want to talk about the money, so we're not gonna say the name. But basically, we were a part of this company, and they ran like I don't know. At first, I think it was like a really low key thing. When you say it's just like it was one of those companies where like, hey, come to these meetings, you'll make hella money, you'll be rich. You can buy a Lamborghini and all this and that. And you'll literally be in a hotel lobby filled with like 100 people, and you're going to the room and they're giving you a speech about you're broke. You should sign up for this. And throughout the whole situation, they'll sell you the product that barely worked. And the funny part of it was, like, even at the end of the slides, they'll talk about there's another way you can make money. And I was like, okay, cool. I want to see how that works. So they talked about how you can refer people and make some money. If you refer 3 people, you'll make $150. And back then, people thought that shit was a lot, bro. I didn't understand that, but I was like, okay, cool. It is what it is. But at some point, like once you start seeing the numbers and like how okay, you had these ranks in this company, and with these ranks, you saw like okay, we can get like was it like 500 people? 500 people, right? I think.
For like what? You get 5 bands?
No, you got 10 bands for like 500 people, and then I think it was like 500 or 5,000 or 500, one of those. I forgot how the number. I think it's 500. If you had 500 people, you'll get paid like 10 bands because if you think about it, how much was the number you pay a month for this shit?
150.
About 150. 150.
And you put 150.
Yeah,
150 times 500. You're making the company essentially 75K, and then you got paid like 10K for it. So yeah.
Now that you do the math, I'm just like, what?
Yeah. So basically, like you will recruit people into this company, and you'll tell them, yeah, man. Like I never understood the meetings like that, but you'll go to the meetings with you and your whole crew. You had like 50 people pull up to like a Letterman's apartment or a Starbucks or some shit. And I'm pretty sure if you're watching this now, you know what the fuck we're talking about. I'm not gonna say the name. I probably got you in there, and I'm sorry, but I do regret that shit, to be honest. But at some point, I learned that like there was a lot of shady shit that would go throughout the company because like I never understood like the logistics things behind it because I wouldn't hang out with the top people until I started hanging out with the top people. I'm not gonna say names or anything, but it just got kind of sketchy because like you would see like someone at a certain rank, but they weren't making that money actually sometimes. And it kind of made like no sense to me. Like, okay, then after a while, that company started dying off, and all of a sudden through COVID, it just started booming because they had nobody was working. People were hitting ranks left and right. So like, if you hit a rank, you got $600, $500 a week, or
There's a lot of bread back in those times.
It was a lot of bread, but if you think about it, that was the stimulus days when people had stimulus checks and they just said, "Fuck it, it's $200. Let me sign up," and they hit instant ranks on everything. So I was like, "Oh shit!" But I had left by then, to be honest, because I had met my business partner through that company and we started our own thing. But being in that company, it just kind of made me like realize that, oh shit, man, people out here are finessing hard as hell.
Yeah.
I learned the way of finessing from that shit. I'm not saying I rob people from that shit like certain people did, right? But it was just to an extent where like you see like how low a person can go just to rob you for like 5 grand, 10 grand, and then you come up from that shit. Because you see like those head people, they'll take like it wouldn't be like in public, but they'll take investments from people and they'll try to flip the accounts and they'll keep the money.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that going on.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Now
shit.
that's sketch.
I heard about that. I seen it, and then I want to say who it was. Not gonna say who it was, but it was just something like, okay, it's like, oh shit. I just cool, right? This is how we're rolling now. Cool. Didn't like it, but from my experience, it was okay. Right? I made a bunch of money off of it because I basically just finessed the entire system on it. Um, we'll kind of get into that later on how I finessed that system, but we're not talking about company names, so I don't really care how we get into that. But Josh, we were in the same company. How was your experience in that?
So my experience was at first it was pretty dope. You know, you had a bunch of young people that were just dripped out. They were ambitious. They're trying to make money. So I was like, okay, let me start pulling up to the meetings. You know, trading sounds cool. And once I started plugging in and going to the same meeting over and over, I was like, hey, yo, this is just like the same pitch every single time. Same pitch. And I was like, I already know the ranks. I already know how much to get paid. They're saying the same like punchlines.
Yeah.
The same punchlines over and over. And I'm like, what is this for?
It's like they rehearsed that.
You know?
It
So
is because you know what? They used to be like, okay, we're doing a group call Wednesday, and you're gonna pitch me the thing, like send it to me. I was like, what the fuck?
yo,
I remember that shit.
the group calls, the emergency meetings or group calls, bro, they would have them until like 3 a.m.
I mean,
And it would be just some guy just being given motivational like
got this,
shout
bro.
out, like,
you gotta
got this.
go on your phone, call everybody on your phone. Like I remember we used to be at meetings. They're like, did you call everyone on your phone? I was like, yes, motherfucker. Like I'm out of leads. What the fuck you want me to do? Like, bro, like they want you to call your mom, your aunt, everybody sign up for this shit. Like, bro. And if you look at it now, like bro, I was like stupid as hell, like calling people. But you know what? I called everybody. I had friends of friends who reached out to people. You know, it just went like from word to mouth around, and people will sign up. To be honest, and I think that was like the funny part. Of, like, bro, like sometimes you didn't have to try to pitch it to people. They'd be like, okay, fuck it, I'll try it.
yeah.
That was the weird part. People actually did it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like if you pitch them the idea and you get them in a group, like in an environment like that, like people will listen and they'll sign up. If you're a good sales, you can sell them the dream, like, you know, like we got sold. So I mean, that's how I got sold. I was like, hey man, let me try it out. But man, bro, it was some of that stuff that was going on in there was cringe, bro. Like cringe, bro. And if you're able to call people, man, you're actually that's how you were able to blow up because you were actually calling people, or you're probably hitting people up on socials, right?
To be honest, I never did a lot of that stuff.
No?
No, 'Cause, like when I used to be in that company, like my people will call people, and like I would like talk to them for like a minute, and they'd be like, okay,
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it?
I would just show them how much I'm making.
that's
Real
it.
talk, I just show how much I'm making.
That's all you have to do.
That's all
Because
I
money
have to-
talks.
I was showing them that I made like I think my highest like let's say starting off, I think in a month I made like $5,000
Off of recruits.
off of recruits, and I show somebody that shit. They're like, I kept showing people that shit. Like, bro, you can make this shit. It's just it's easy, bro.
Damn.
Hey, if you would have told
I
me
was just,
that.
I like to be honest. They were like, don't disclose income. I'm like, bro, to be honest, they're gonna know like what rank you are. They're gonna know everything. Like
Exactly.
if you say you're a such and such rank, so you're making 5,000 a month. Of of course, people have common sense to be like, oh, you making that shit off of me. Like, well, shit, let me help you make it. Let me help you make that shit. And keep in mind, with the way I finesse the system on there is, I would like it's a pyramid, right? So basically, I would have people sign up under me, and it's a pyramid, so it just works like that. So basically, when I had me sign up, like I had friends who signed up under me, but they left. So what I fucked around and did is I took over the accounts, and I would make would it be quadruple the amount?
Mhm.
So I had this account, this account, this account, this account as as an IV. So as I hit ranks, like as people hitting ranks, of course, sub levels they hit first.
Yeah.
No, first I think the upper level hits first, and the sub levels.
Mhm.
So like if my thing was like a level 3, like on my 3 accounts, I'll be like level 1 type shit. I'm not gonna say the ranks because I'll be giving it off easily to what company
Yeah.
it is. But like I would make like, okay, let's say on my top rank, I would make like 5K, and the other ones I would make like 2K each.
Mm. Yeah, you were finessing that
Also
shit.
finessing the system, and I'm pretty sure people did that shit too because it's like shit. Like it was pretty like okay, like it was pretty easy because like when people kind of gave up, you had their logins and people would just give it to you sometimes. But like I don't want no more, just have it. So I just said fuck it.
So
Let's be
you
smart.
would you would stay with their logins, and then you would just plug people under that login
Yeah,
for them,
yeah,
but it was really just you.
yeah. And I was using off the commissions like that.
And then you would just plug in your bank account to the
Well,
system,
no,
or how does that work?
so whenever I did that, I took crypto. You know that actually paid out Bitcoin.
Mm.
So I finessed like 3 or 5 Bitcoins from them. Um, so yeah, I finessed like 3 or 4 Bitcoins from them. And keep in mind at the time it was like 8 grand.
Bro,
5
that's a
grand.
lick.
So I was like, shit. I was making bread left and right. So like you would see like people like hitting ranks and things like that. Like I was making like double them.
And you were still working, right,
And
at
I
that
was I
time?
was working as a teacher.
Dang.
So imagine like me be making like regular like salary and I'm making another like 10,000 a month
Just on the side?
just on the
That's
side.
insane, bro.
And plus I was trading too, so
Yeah.
And you were legit trading.
I was legit trading.
That's the crazy part.
I literally finessed the entire system.
Bro, you finessed hard.
So when I decided to leave, I was like, damn, I don't know if I actually wanted to like leave that income because you get comfortable making like 10 grand or something like that. And what the funny thing was when I left, people were mad because like, why the fuck you leaving? If you leave here, you're not gonna be no one. I was like, shit. It's best that you know of what I did, like what I didn't, like what I did. Like the best thing is that you don't know what I did
Yeah.
and how I finessed that
I had
niggas.
no clue.
Yeah.
Like, they were mad because they were gonna derank.
Yeah.
You were gonna
So
leave.
if I would have left, because literally when I left, I'm not saying it was a huge derank. People still say like, "Cool, you fucked the drink, cool." I left. People asked me why I left. I gave them my reason. I was like, okay, you know what? This is when I met Amon. And I was like, you know what? I trust this. I trust this guy. Keep in mind, Amon was 18
Hmm.
when I left IML.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right? And then the next year he bought the McLaren.
That's even crazy.
Yeah.
And then
It was
after
that quick?
yeah,
You must have been trading before IML, no?
I mean that's what we learned because we know me and him came up together in trading.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's crazy, bro.
I never finesse nobody in trading. Like I don't do none of that bullshit you see on Instagram. I have proof of everything. I take investments. This is not financial advice to any of y'all, but this is just what I do and shit like that. But I just like I literally finessed the entire like company. Again, I'm not gonna say the company name because I don't want to come back and incriminate myself. It's a
Right.
good thing, right? But yeah, that's how I finessed that company.
Bro, I didn't have no idea that's not what you
Yeah, I
did
didn't even
this
know.
whole
I was
time.
like, damn.
I knew you were involved in it. I knew you were eating.
That's
I knew
crazy.
you were trading, but I didn't know you to that extent. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty cool.
Hey, hey, Josh. So, how did you hear about the company?
So I heard about it through one of my boys. We're in the insurance game together, doing that. Basically like an insurance broker, recruit agents to sell insurance and stuff like that. And then he told me about this, and I was like, okay, well, let me hear you out. And it was a bunch of young kids, kind of like my age, a little maybe like a year or two younger, just talking about leveling up and day trading and stuff like that. So I stepped aside. I was still doing both things, but then
Oh, you were right.
I went to a huge convention for the insurance company that I was with, and yeah, but then honestly I got pushed away from that because of this new venture over here that my boy was telling me about. So I hooked on with him, and then he, started introducing me to people. I started going to meetings and like this high rise that they had in Uptown here in Dallas.
Yeah, I remember that.
So I mean, dude, they were trying to sell you the dream. I mean, I saw the penthouse. I saw how they were moving. Some of them weren't working for anybody, so I was like, man, this is pretty lit. Let me tap in.
Yeah.
So I did. I played my part, and then and then next thing I know, they telling me to bring people. So that's when it all kind of started. I was like, wait, bring people? What do you mean? And I saw the pay structure, and I was like, oh, okay. That's when they kind of started putting two and two together. They're like, you have to plug people in, and then I started looking into the pay structure, and I was like, okay. Oh, so there's ranks, and then back then, people weren't on YouTube, talking about this kind of stuff, like pyramid schemes, as much as they are now.
It was like really,
So,
really low.
what year was this? Like 2019, 2018, something like that. So nobody was really had any info on it. So you see all this hype, and you're like, man, let me be a part of it. And I was there. I went to the meetups at Starbucks. I went to the meetups at
Cause that's where I met y'all at Starbucks.
yeah. You met the one of the leaders, the guy that I hooked on with
Yeah.
in the company. You met him and his boy, and they had charts up. And then this is what I heard, that you walked up and you saw they were trading. They had charts up, and what'd you say? What'd
I
you
said
say?
that's wrong. I think it was what's his name, Jay, right? Let me say his name, just initials. It was Jay because he was the only trader there, right? Because he was actually learning. And I said that's wrong, bro. Like I don't think it's gonna go that way. He's like, then prove it to me, and I showed him, and I proved him right, and I basically just like wowed everybody apparently. So
You had to show them an account or something.
that too.
You should, yeah. That's probably what got them.
I showed him an account with like $250,000 like live.
So right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I was like 20 fucking 20
How old are you?
20 I think I was like 23 at the time. And I had a $250,000 account.
They saw that. Then it was on a broker on your MT4.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit was funny.
That was crazy. Yeah. So whenever he met the leader of my group, um, that's kind of when we started having mixed feelings about the company as a whole group. We're like, well, I saw the pay structure, and I was like, man, I have to plug in a lot of people in to make residual income like that they talk about, when it's really not residual, to be honest. And I was like, man, I want to trade. So that's when the whole group started having mixed feelings about it, and that's when he met our leader, and our leader just basically joined forces with Jesus over here, and honestly, everybody started dropping from that group, and we actually wanted to just trade.
Yeah.
So
Like a little trade help back then.
yeah, and we had one of my boys, our leader from the company, the pyramid scheme company. He had his own spot, so we would pull up, mark up some charts, and after that, we kind of just started falling off with the company that we were with, and eventually we all jumped ship, and that's
I remember that because like he's like if I bring my team over, what do I get? I was like,
yeah, he was trying to get paid out for
yeah, like
because we're plugging in because you already had dropped an educational course and like program,
yeah,
so we're tapped in with you, and so the leader from our company from our group was trying to get it like paid out or something. That's when the trade wars started.
yeah, we had a trade war.
The trade
That shit was
wars.
stupid.
Trade wars.
But he got mad because I was like, he had told me some shit. He's like, you know what? If this is not working for you, like me and my team are gonna leave, and then when I leave, they're all gonna follow me. I was like, okay, cool. Like don't threaten me. Cause like, okay, like I'm supposed to be scared of you. Like what the fuck? Like, ooh, you leaving me? Like what the fuck? I'm supposed to be scared. Like okay, cool, leave. Like, and of course I paid him. I paid him what I needed to pay him, and I was like, cool. Like 'cause we had a deal, and I was cool with that. Cool, it's business. It's just
Yeah.
a business, right? And we ended the deal and contract that we had. I was like, cool. Like I ain't tripping. I'm not crying or anything like that. And so I was like, no.
Yeah, that was between y'all. I really was just trying to like learn the trade genuinely. Whatever that happened between our leader and you, man,
But
I
it
knew
was
that happened, but wasn't tapped into what was going on.
but it was stupid because like he took it too personal. I was like, bro, like this is business. And I hate like when people they're like, I'm a businessman, but I keep things personal. No, you're not.
What was he looking for? Like a residual payout from you or something?
Yeah, but like I still wanted to be friends, like bro, like and like I didn't make a big deal about the money. It was just him. I'm like, okay, cool. Like
Yeah. When
If you feel some way, tell me something. Don't threaten me or some shit. Like if you threaten me, bro, I'm like, which one? You all you finna get from me is some dick or $1. So just let me know.
Just-
And I'm not gay, so I'm not gonna do that shit.
yeah, we had a cool dynamic. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, we were grilling out, we were going out to for Mavs games and stuff. We had a cool little dynamic until like I don't know, ego started getting involved and whatnot. But I still tapped in with my boys that I met through there. I still get my hair cut through one of my boys that I met through there. Like I made some good connections there. I ain't
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lie. I met some people. Like
yeah,
I feel like if you network with folks, like you at least got something out of it. You know, some good friends, connections.
Kevin, you were just there to be there.
Kevin was just there for the
Nah.
vibes, like he
Yes, you
always
were.
is.
I already knew it was like an MLM company, honestly, because I remember Josh, bro. He's like, hey, like you should come along, bro. Like I was like, what is it? I was like, oh, like it's all these young kids trading and stuff like that. And I
I
was
can
like,
forget y'all old, right? Y'all about to be 30 and shit.
you say what?
I can forget y'all were the oldest ones.
Yeah, we were. Yeah,
Predators and shit. Nah,
Yeah.
fuck with
Right,
Boy.
boy, I was like I was like 23 when I went in
Yeah.
there.
Nah, yeah.
24.
yeah, but
For real?
Yeah,
How old are you now?
I'm under 30, bro.
I'm still under
I'm
32.
under-
You're older than me, I know that.
Yeah, but like a year or two.
You're
We're
29.
not, huh?
You're 29, right?
28.
I'm 29.
Oh yeah, you're the cougar. No,
The cougar,
you're the cougar. I
the
forgot.
predator.
Predator
Predator.
right there.
Cougars are for women. Nah,
Yeah,
I'm a little. I'm old. I'm not that old.
yeah, but freaking Josh, man. He's like, just come along. Like these guys are making money. Like they're moving. I was like, all right, let me see what it's about. And it was cool. Like like just bunch of young people. Like just moving weight, and then I remember
It's
just
not like we're selling drugs.
huh?
It's not like we're selling
He
moving
got that
weight.
from me. He got that from me.
He's
Moving
doing
weight.
shit.
I'll be saying that shit.
I've never heard you say that shit in your life.
This guy right here.
Hell yeah. Dude, I'll be putting it on, bro.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
yeah. Nah, bro, but
Now, but we boys though, like we go
yeah.
back, all
Bro.
that. He's
football days, bro. Shit.
yeah.
But yeah, bro, Josh, he put me on,
Kevin
and
was the big
I never signed up. I just
I'm surprised you didn't. I mean, you went to so many meetings.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to those meetings, and I was like, like it's like what's the end goal with these guys? Like,
Yeah, and I wasn't the type of like leader or guy to force like pressure people to join either.
Yeah.
I had like I actually plugged in like 3 or 4 people and got my 2 and free or whatever it's called. And after that, I kind of just didn't care to put people on. Like I was like, here it is, here it is. If you want to tap in and go in, then that's on you. But I really don't care if you
Yeah.
join or not. I really didn't give a I wanted to trade, you know.
Yeah, that's what got me was trading, bro. I was like trading, like
I'm too happy I reached out. I kept reaching out. And everybody, I kept reaching out to Kevin.
yeah,
I told him, bro, I'll see something with you. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah,
You pay him now, like, last year. How many times? Well, I went like fucking like 15 times.
yeah,
Kevin would be on some like 3 mysterious trips that didn't make no sense at all.
Mysterious
Remember?
trips. Hey yo.
You remember?
yeah.
That was just the random trips.
It was just random as hell. Just,
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, dude, it was that company. I did network a lot. Some of the guys that were with that company, like I still talk to them till this day.
I don't. Remember after a while, everyone got personal about shit. I was like, bro, like,
Yeah.
this is how I knew, like, this is where you separate the fucking kids and the fucking men. Like me, bro, like, if we had issues, bro, what do we do? Fuck this. It is what it is, bro. It's bridge into the water, bro. Because again, if we would have had it, like, if we had an issue back then, bro, like, everything that we've been doing now, building the companies that we're doing right now, we wouldn't have that shit.
Yeah,
You plug people into your mentorship, like a couple, almost everybody was.
But you know what? I also did. I plugged them into the mentorship, but I also plugged them into like plays I'm doing in real life too.
Mhm.
Like before that, Kevin, did you ever go to Miami?
nope.
And
Mm.
like, bro, we went on trips like randomly. That's just the thing, you know.
Yeah,
It's
they
not
look
like-
lit. They look lit. I'm not gonna lie. They look lit.
So like, shit, I don't know. I just think like some people I actually did fuck with because like people don't like me, and I ain't gonna lie. I understand why because I'm kind of hard to deal with sometimes. Right? Because I'm pretty sure you see me mad in Miami, bro. You remember? You
Yeah.
remember?
Yep.
You remember?
What happened?
Businessman, bro.
I'm a businessman, bro. Like,
Businessman.
don't interrupt me when I'm trying to make money.
Yeah.
And
Focus.
basically, it's like the way I am when I deal with business. Like, if you see me how professional I am when I do work with people and things like that, like if I have guests here from different states trying to come chill, like they're throwing events, best believe I'm going to be on my best behavior, get my boys in line because they're going to help me and make sure they got gas and do everything they need to do.
Yeah.
Because you know what? The first impression you make on these guys are the best impressions you're going to have. Because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, when we met with Roy and Char Addicts, bro, like they're cool people, bro. And we show them love here, you know?
Oh yeah.
Remember like the simplest things we would do, they're like, bro, what the fuck?
Like
Yeah.
what?
Like just gestures, like bringing them stuff they need and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like,
They
taking them to Airbnb, like, bro, because they were like, we're gonna get an air, we're about to take an Uber to go eat. And like, bro, don't worry about that
yeah,
shit.
we
Bro.
got
We're
you,
gonna,
bro.
we
That's
got you.
Southern
Bro.
hospitality.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it was like the
Yeah.
Texas hospitality. I was
Yep.
like, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? Like that showed them, like, hey, we're like, to be honest, a lot of people don't know, like, bro, like if you just do business with us and you go down to the dirt, we're going to the dirt with you and we're coming back up. Because there's only one way to do it. Because that's the only way you can trust people in this industry. Because we see some shady shit, right?
Yeah.
Some shady shit.
Lots of shady
If
shit.
you've never you don't understand the industry that I'm in, the shit that I've seen, there's fucking levels of scamming, like just like 1 through 10. And we've seen 10 like to the max.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of regret not going to Miami one of those times when I had the chance. I
Yeah.
was like,
You know what's funny? A lot of the people that were in that same company we were in, they were at that conference.
they were?
Yeah.
No way. That's funny.
What are they still doing the business or
I don't know. I think they left to do other things because after some point, you reach a limitation in that company, and like you have your like, okay, this is where the highest I'm gonna reach because there's politics behind this company.
Mhm.
Politics is always a bitch.
Yeah, especially when you go deep inside of a company, like you'll see the political side of it.
Like when I was
Favoritism.
in it, I would see the politics, and like it shows because you know what? Even those high ranked members, like they have the cars, this and that. You can see through that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Their egos show it all.
Yeah, you can see who stands just solely behind their money and who's actually a solid person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were looking in your face, just like, yeah, man, this and that. I was homeless, this and that. Like, no, fuck you weren't. Your parents have bread. You was homeless. You was homeless. You was homeless, bro. You serious? You was homeless? No, you weren't. No, fuck you weren't. Like,
You heard a
bro,
lot of crazy stories in there, bro. It's like,
bro, I'm from the fucking Grove, bro. I seen the lowest shit you can see in life,
Yeah.
bro. I know like when people bullshit and stuff. When they were telling me, yeah, bro, we were broke, this and that, and we came up. But like, the come up was real. You did finesse a lot of people to get rain, but you went out. You were not down that bad.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some crazy stories. People like in that company that would maybe pitch their own little personal story just to try to get people to like believe in the dream.
But going back, yeah, you could tell like these guys' stories. Like you'll go to like downtown, you see them talking. Like you know what? They had me talking in front of rooms.
in front of the room.
Yeah, I did pretty good because you know what? I actually like knew how to say shit and not to sell shit. 'Cause, you can sell shit to people, but the best way you can do shit is like tell them how it really is, not lie to them. I'm like, hey, like I worked at a school.
Mm-hmm.
I trained during school hours. I did what I did, bro. Like I don't know, like I just couldn't lie. Like I was a teacher, now I'm not. Like what do you want me? What do you want me to say? Like
Yeah.
it's hard because you know what? You can't bullshit people because people see bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I did shit for my parents, but they're well off also for them. But like, what the fuck do you tell people? And then that's when I started learning. You gotta bullshit.
Right?
You gotta bullshit people with stories.
I don't feel bad for plugging people into that company because at the end of the day, like it's sales. You're selling a product, which is the
You know what?
service.
I used to tell myself that shit. But I was like, nah, I scammed a bunch of people to be honest.
Honestly, if I never heard that company, I probably would have never known about
I ain't
trading.
gonna lie, bro. It's basically you just scammed a bunch of people.
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, same. I wouldn't have
Yeah,
found out about trading if it wasn't for that
yeah.
company.
That's like the only good thing I can say. I'm
That's
gonna
the
say
one thing that
that's the
came out
only
of
good
it.
thing I can say.
And it went. I mean, it took me down like a 4 year rabbit hole of just like
Yep.
learning how to trade, getting knocked down, and getting back up. And that's like a whole another podcast in
Yeah.
itself. But I mean, they gave me got me into trading, so I'm
Yeah.
thankful for that.
Yeah.
But
I gotta be. Yeah, you gotta be thankful. But at the same time, it's like all that shady shit, bro. Nah.
Shady with the capital S, like
yeah, like I
I'm,
remember bringing people to the meetings,
I used to be embarrassed, bro. I took my barber to that shit. He signed up.
For
bro.
real?
Yeah,
I brought this girl
and that's some
over.
shit. I had my barber sign up. Oh no, but like I'm talking about a hood barber type shit.
Real
Like,
talk.
yeah, cutting out his house type shit.
He saw the dream. You pitched him the dream.
Yeah, and I was like, cause when I started that company, nah, my boy A, he's the one who got me started in it. So when he pitched me the idea, I was like, I know what trading is. I just kind of acted dumb around them because of my former history of where I used to work.
Mhm.
I kind of had to act dumb around people a lot because I was like, oh, I don't know what the fuck this is. Because the people be acting like, if they sell houses or do some shit, like they think they're smarter than you, but you're smarter than them in reality. So they introduced me to like forex and things like that, and he showed me what it was. So, okay, cool. Like I respected the pitch because he came at me like basically straight up like this is what it is. Like there's no like this or that. Like he showed me the product. He showed me the marketing. The marketing being the building of the business. And I was like, cool, no, I appreciate it. And I kind of gave it like a week or two, and then I joined. And then when I joined, I hit the first rank for like a week. Just like, and then I hit another rank within like another week. Then it kept going. I hit a bunch of ranks real quick. So it wasn't like something that took a long time. It's just like I knew people, and that's the way it went.
Mhm.
People who knew me, they knew I was reliable because you know what I used to send actual signals. I used to do trade live with them. I used to do everything that the company was supposed to do, but didn't do. I did it.
So you traded before getting onto this company, right?
Yeah,
I didn't
like
know
yeah. So that was the weird part, and I think what kind of threw me off was like he dipped off a little bit. I was like, what the fuck? Like my upline disappeared, and I was like, okay, cool. And then their uplines were still there, but like his friend was his upline, and then his other friend was like another leg to somebody. But I didn't really get along with them because like like the thing was like they'll consider you a family, but you're competing against each other hard.
that.
And if you did better than somebody, they'll get mad.
They get mad.
Yeah, low key mad.
Toxic as fuck.
Toxic, bro. We're talking, and I was like, what the fuck? And I never understood it because like we're a family, like bitch, if we're a family, like why you gonna stop talking to me after you stop like paying? Like for me, bro, like you really want to be in the business, cool, bro. Like we still be friends. I ain't tripping, bro. Like when like a bunch of people left my downline, bro, we were still friends. Like I just didn't take it personal. I didn't take it personal because again, this is where you understand like you're a fucking man or a fucking woman. Like you're gonna take shit to the heart or take shit to like to the ass, like what the fuck, like I should eat that shit up and just become friends again. Like this basically where you were. Don't let that shit like fuck you up. But I learned a lot about people. Like I learned about people's personalities and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how basically humans are, like how they'll react initially when you pitch them some shit or just like body language in people. So like whenever I'll meet people, remember in Miami, like I'll meet people calm as fuck and they'll be like hesitant and shit. Like
Hmm.
come bold or don't come at all.
Yep.
It's because people can read you quick.
Yeah.
And then I grew in that company. Like again, how I finessed the system. Right? No one ever knew about it until now. I left like in 2019. We started Elite Capital, and shit, we're still going here. So
Hey, how do you start Elite Cap? Like, what made you like? Okay, like I'm gonna start Elite Capital like right now.
oh, it was a mom's idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Real talk.
yeah, it really was. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Because I know you were trying to be an educator on their platform, but then they denied you or something because you didn't have like
Well,
the followers or something like that.
somebody supposedly got me a lineup interview with the guy to get the fucking thing. Because my results are there, and like I'm pretty sure I was making more money than half the people in the company just trading by myself.
Mm-hmm.
And someone was lining me up, but what he wanted me to do was he wanted me to leave my upline to start a new upline in his upline.
Who's this guy?
His name is he's a guy in Miami. I'm not gonna say his name.
So he wanted you to, in order for you to be an educator on the platform,
He wanted me to leave that leg to go to a different leg, but somehow convince my like people to follow me. So that means re-sign up or do some shit.
Oh yeah, you have to re-sign them up, right?
Yeah. And I was like, nah, because but once I do that, I look stupid as fuck.
And you would derank, right?
Yeah, I would do rank hard. Well, not really, because I would only leave one. I'll leave one account. You
Yeah.
remember how I finessed 3 other accounts?
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
would only leave one account and still make my money there and then money over here. Of course, I would do the same thing how I set up. How I set up over here. Of course, I will. Like, fuck that. I'm going to make my bread off this shit.
Dang. And so you just didn't go through with it and start your own thing.
Nah, because you can see the bullshit that people like these guys, like once we like, or they're using my testimonies as their like, oh, I made 50 grand today. Like, bro, like it was that trade. Remember, like I don't know if you remember this trade. Like a long time ago, like I had a 50K account. I lost 25K like in a day, like that. And then Amon gave me a buy on Bitcoin. I held it for a week, and I made 50K out of it. Of course, I'm gonna stay with Amon.
Yeah.
And then keep in mind, this is when Amon was dropping like like a 0.10. I was already dropping like 5 or 10 lots on Bitcoin. That's a lot.
Bitcoin is
Bitcoin.
insane, bro. On a leveraged account, leveraged Bitcoin. Oh heck. What was the leverage on that?
I think it was like 1 to 500.
You were 1 to 500 on it.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Hugo's way, yeah.
Hugo's way.
Hugo's
I'm
way.
surprised you even got your money
I know,
out of there.
shit. Yeah, because that was back then when they like were making like they were actually paying people out
Back then.
back then. Man.
That's crazy. Yeah, Hugo's way was a big one back then.
So yeah, of course, after I made my 50 grand, I'm gonna go with this guy. We're talking. I'm not gonna trust somebody who basically like lied about giving me a position. And he said, no, I think when you get your followers up, this and that, man, fuck.
Yeah, I heard it was like because they want you to have clout, like some of the other guys did and stuff like that, something like that.
Yeah.
But you were mainly just to yourself on social media. Like,
yeah, I
you
don't
posted the
really
lifestyle and everything, but nothing crazy like they were doing.
You kept it really low key.
Because some of the people on there, they would be posting like Ferrari, like Lamborghinis that weren't even there.
Bro, my thing
Yeah.
is, bro, like
Rented.
since like if I want to right now, and I'll tell you straight up, if I want to right now, I can buy 10 Lamborghinis right now, and they wouldn't hurt my bank.
Tight.
I can buy 10 Ferraris and still wouldn't hurt me. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but it just lets me know, like, I remind myself that I don't need that shit. Because at the end of the day, I got a new spot. I could have chosen anywhere. I could have went go get a penthouse if I wanted to. But I choose to understand. I know the value of a dollar. Don't get me wrong. I respect people who buy Lamborghinis, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
I like trucks. I like to be comfortable. I like being me. But
yeah, that's good that you never want to switch up who you are whenever you get bread. That's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
oh yeah, because when I started getting bread, man, bro, people change up on me real quick.
Oh yeah, that's a given, bro. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
that's a given.
Like how would they switch?
They would act funny. Like don't get me wrong. Like my personal friends, like like Martin and them.
Yeah.
They've never treated me different.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, you grew up with all those guys, right?
Yeah, I grew up with them, but never treated me different. Like Yuli never treated me different. We still act the same as in high school. Just because I came up on some bread, that doesn't mean I changed.
Yeah.
Okay, we eat better, but who doesn't want to eat better?
Yeah.
I eat better. I want to eat steaks. I want to eat fucking Zap Kitchen. I want to eat whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
If I want to do nothing all day, I'll do nothing all day. I'm on calls with influencers every other day because hey, we're all working together to do something big.
Yeah.
So it's like I know the worth, like, of what a lifestyle is. I can have the lifestyle, but I just don't choose to because you know what? There's too much attention to it. Again, I'm not trying to brag that I can go buy a like Lamborghini. I can. Don't want to. It's stupid. You know what I'd rather do? I'd rather go fucking go on a trip somewhere.
Mhm. To me, it's a peace of mind knowing that you could put out any fire that pulls up on you. That's really what like that that's what motivates me. I just want peace of mind knowing that if something happens, it's taken care of. I don't need the fanciest car. I just need a nice four set of wheels, and I'm good. You know, what's
Yeah.
your motivation? Like, what pushes you to keep going?
My motivation to keep like going with, like this trading journey and everything.
Yeah.
Freedom, bro. Honestly.
Bro, because like no cap. After leaving that MLM company, I started like realizing like it's not about the money. Because you know what, like I've always had like I'm not trying to say I've always had money, but like imagine like I wasn't trying to like brag, but when I was working at the school, I was already making six figures
Sheesh.
trading, and I had the other like income of like of building the business from the company, that money. So that and that put together, I think I probably made more than the principal or half the school put together.
That's funny.
But you know what? I never told people about it.
That's funny.
Because if you tell people about what kind of motion you got going on, it attracts us. You know, your friends start looking at you different. Your family start looking at you
Yep.
different. You know, they start switching up. You know, they try to, get you for
Bro, because
some
no cap,
bread. You know,
I always act broke
why?
because I don't like people looking at me. But you know what? When we go out somewhere to go eat, um,
Gonna ball out.
I ball out.
That's your your guilty pleasure by
Yeah.
balling out on some food.
Yeah, but like,
Really, to be honest.
what would be like the
Fuck 'em.
people like remember the people who will meet me, but like Jesus may not be the flashiest guy in the room, but that's
Yeah.
the guy you want to talk to,
Oh yeah, Miami.
bro. So tell them about that shit, bro.
Oh freaking the chart I can't even talk. The chart addict guys.
You might fix your mic a little bit.
Yeah, the chart addict guys, like they
Bro, they showed a lot of
yeah.
love, bro.
Yeah, they showed a lot of love. Like, yeah, shout out to you guys because yeah. that first trip in Miami, bro, that was insane. Like, I will never forget that.
What were they doing out there? What are y'all doing?
They did that big like
It's just a different lifestyle,
the
bro.
FX Summit. You know,
Yeah.
like from going from Texas to Miami, and like again, we're exposed to like a certain level of like flex here.
Yeah.
People here in Texas flex a little bit different.
It's subtle, bro.
Yeah,
And
very
then,
subtle.
because again,
Subtle.
It's
you
all
can
land,
you can see a
oil.
truck worth 200K here,
Yeah, the trucks.
but you can see a
That's what I'm saying. Like Texas day traders, they'll get the truck before they get the foreign.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
You need a truck out here, honestly.
But like the motivation in Miami, LA, like it's in your face. Like it makes you want to push and get your motion up. In Texas,
Yeah.
like you don't see that kind of flex culture.
Yeah.
So you gotta dig deep and find different kind of motivation.
Yep.
Cause you're not seeing lambs every other corner unless you're like in the Highland Park area or in
uptown.
stuff like that.
But even then, rarely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's very subtle. There's not that much flex culture.
Yeah.
It is if you look for it. If you go to the expensive clubs and restaurants, of course you're gonna see the cars and the watches and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it's not as big as it is in Miami. Miami, it's like in your face.
Oh yeah. No, I remember.
I imagine. I never been, but
Yeah.
from what I've seen in the
Nah,
movies and
it
your
is.
stories and stuff like that, you can just tell it's the flex culture's in your face.
Yeah. Nah, it is. I remember, bro. Just I think we were in an Uber with Ash and Chris.
Nah, I remember me and the mom when them were there was in the McLaren, and you and Ash and Chris were in the Porsche.
Oh
We were in
yeah.
South Beach. I'm talking about some girl started twerking on the fucking
that
on the
was
McLaren.
funny.
Ass.
Yeah,
No
that
way.
was-
Ass
yeah,
on the car.
Yeah.
She was on it.
Yeah, she was just.
And
Was she fine at least?
hell no.
Oh boy. I would have been like, get
bro,
the
she was,
hell out my car.
Hey,
Gorlock 3 type shit.
hey, that was crazy because
torta.
yeah, la torta. Now, I remember, because we were following the McLaren and just eyes everywhere, bro. Just we're like, okay, like that's a loud ass car, and yeah, I remember, bro. Just anywhere we drove, like around Miami, there's a Ferrari, to your right, Lambo to your left, freaking Bentley in front of you. Like it's insane, bro.
I don't
And
think you could ride like that in Dallas,
I
dude.
don't know if you like
Yeah,
Jeff Rob.
you better have the Glock on you. dude.
yeah,
I think I stay strapped, bro. Like,
Yeah, because you
Nah,
gonna
but-
you take the wrong
but tell them
attention.
like how like people started knowing me. Like, bro, like thing is like a lot of people in the industry they know me. Like if you know
Yeah.
me, you know me.
yeah,
Because I can get you in a room with an investor, I can get you in a room with a
Yeah,
banker, I
yeah,
can get you lined up. Like if you want to get serious about making money in this industry, because you see these traders making like money, right?
yeah,
Because they're stuck on these prop firms. I respect it. I respect every level of it. But if you actually want to make some serious money, you gotta talk to people like me. Talk to people like the remember my friends you met,
yeah,
the people who had fucking money.
yep,
Then the people you gotta know, because then people
Yeah.
are gonna give you the money to like, hey,
yeah,
we're gonna invest into you. We're gonna give you $1 million, maybe 10 million. Manage this asset for me, and then you can keep a percentage.
yep.
Because I know people like that, bro. Because when in Miami, I exposed you to all my friends.
Yes, and it's crazy, bro. Because I saw that because I think Roy, he was talking to somebody, bro. But I remember it was like, oh, Jesus, yeah, yeah. He's the guy you want to talk to. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay. But yeah, bro, and because of you, like I made a lot of connections out there in Miami and that whole like community. It's like these guys are the real traders. Like, these are the guys that will actually tell you the truth, like in your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of routes you could take in this industry. I mean, dude, you could start a private equity firm or whatever. Or
So, but going into the private equity fund, you got to be licensed and things like
True, Series 6,
So, like,
stuff like that.
that. Whenever like people will talk to me like, "Oh, sort of floors and that," like, well, it's not that easy, Like, I've been trying to start one for the longest, and I have certain licenses, but it's just hard, right? It's just like people talk about like having this dream, but also be realistic because again, when you talk to investors, they want to see your background. If you're educated, now sometimes they don't really care about the educated part. I ain't gonna lie, like most investors that I've met, they're younger guys, older guys. They just care like how the person you are because regardless of what you present them, they've already know about who you are, just like that.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep.
So it was like a level of realistic, like a realistic level whenever you start meeting like these investors and things like that. Because I think I've introduced you to some, the Europe
Yeah.
ones, bro. They were
Yeah,
endless
yeah.
money pit, and then something happened, fucked it up,
Oh yeah.
and
The Europe money different.
it is.
Yeah.
That's old money.
Yeah,
That goes a long way.
That's like ancient
And
old money.
yeah, it's just like whenever you talk to these guys, like these guys, you would think like people think that investors and things like that, they're like, oh, they talk proper. Remember how he was talking? You like motherfucking sun was hot. Remember because his English was kind of weird.
Yeah.
He was like, man, motherfucking Uber took 10 minutes to get here. And they were just cussing and shit. He's like, oh, he talks like me on a day-to-day basis. So like, well, you know what? I can relate to this guy. I don't have to impress this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my impression to them was, I brought you 3 big clients like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How's that saying go? Like, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, what it is, bro.
Yep. Yep. But nah, bro, it's like, yeah, Miami's different, bro. Like, I will never forget that first trip. Remember the garage?
Which garage?
What's his name? The garage, bro. Like it had all the cars, motorcycles. It was like like the trader meetup.
Raul's?
Nah,
Raul's garage?
nah, in Miami.
Yeah, Raul's garage.
Yeah, Raul. Yeah. It was Raul's garage. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Remember
that.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. Because all the Ferraris, Lambos are doing burnouts. I was like, yeah, that was some crazy shit, bro. That was really some crazy.
I mean,
shit.
yeah, because the first time you were exposed to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
half those people came from that company, So like, it's funny because when I went to the first summit, I saw a lot of faces that I knew. I was like, oh shit.
Real talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
But I was surprised that they left. But like, again, to each their own.
That company is still doing things, right? They're in like Europe now, right? Or in South America?
Yeah, they're in Japan now. You see that
What?
shit?
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
How are they communicating? That's crazy.
I have no fucking idea.
Google Translate.
And you know what? This shows you how like the level of finesse. No matter what country, you know, 'cause, you know,
Finesse is worldwide.
yeah, the
Yep.
finesse is worldwide. At this point.
Yep.
Don't get finesse. Be the finesser.
Nah, don't do that shit. You gotta back up your talk when you the finesse for real. But yeah, Kevin, it sucks for you. You never joined the company.
I don't know, bro. I felt a vibe off it. I'm like, bro, this is like an MLM company.
Actually, I kind of knew it was an
It
MLM.
was obvious. Like, come on.
It
like,
was obvious, but then I started looking at the actual pay
Jesus
structure.
Christ. You
So
scared?
nice.
Come on.
I started looking at the actual pay structure, and I was like, bro, I
Uh-huh.
have to plug in a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I really don't. And I had already came from like kind of another MLM kind of background,
Yeah.
so I was
remember.
kind of like done with reaching out to people. I was just like, here it is. Like, hey, look, it's trading. If you like it, cool. If not, that's it. You know.
Yeah.
I had this girl that I tried to plug in. I spoke to her like a couple months back. She was like, "Yeah, I remember you took me to one of those meetings." And then I remember thinking to myself, like, "What am I doing here?" And I was just like, when she said that, I was like, "Fuck, it is what it is, man. It is what it is."
But you know what? I will see it as fuck it. I tried it. You never know what could have been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're talking like what could have been. Like you just never know because maybe you join it, you become a better person or someone. Shit, I become
Or an
shit.
experience or something.
I came up on that shit. I'll tell you that. So
I could say I came up on.
I came up on
on-
that shit hard, bro.
I came up because I got into trading. I got some good connects.
Yep.
And I mean, now trading in itself has molded me to be a different type of person. I know who I am, what makes me tick. I learned that I can have anger issues. I can be greedy. So I was able to correct all of that through trading,
Yeah. You
which
gotta,
came through that company that I joined.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's cringe the stuff that they did, but overall, it's like whatever. And I mean, kind of thankful for it on the low.
It's a learning experience. That's what it was, honestly.
I just didn't like that they were like project a different kind of lifestyle, and they weren't even really living it, or they would project like
Yeah, just the dream. They're
they
just
were
selling you the dream.
selling the
That's it.
dream, but
That's
they
it.
weren't even doing the actual thing
Yeah.
that brings you the dream, which is trading.
They weren't trading. They were just
They were
selling
not
you the dream.
trading.
There's like 5 people in that company that actually traded.
Facts,
Yeah.
facts.
That's it. Ain't gonna lie. I'll give-
Legit.
if you know who you are, I'll give you your props. I'll give you, hey, bro, like, there's nothing to say, bro. You actually stand out in the industry right now. It's like, bro, like, what is there to say, bro? Like,
Yeah.
you are who you are. You show what you did. You make money now. Boom.
I still follow one guy from my upline that's still trading, and he has his little mentorship stuff. After I guess the NDA wore off, because I think you have to sign like an NDA
Yes,
or
an
something.
NDA, yeah.
That you can't start your own mentorship or stuff like that. After that went away, he started his own thing. So, I mean, there's people that stuck with it and kept the trading dream alive. Shout out
Yeah.
to y'all, you know.
Yep.
But
Some of y'all kept it real. Honestly.
You know, people still think I'm a scammer because I trade still.
yeah, bro.
For
Yeah,
real?
that's the one thing that I don't like about that company is as a whole is that they put a whole like bad rep on the
They
whole
put a
industry.
bad taste
Oh
in people's
yeah.
mouths.
They
Yeah,
hear
that's-
the F word, which is forex and stuff, and they think it's like
Yeah.
scam,
Yeah.
scam. And I mean, y'all can keep thinking that, and I've been paid.
Yeah,
That's
you-
fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've
I've
seen
gotten
you-
paid out. Like
Yeah.
I know it's not a scam. I've seen that money. I've gotten the wires. So
Is that scam money right there? Is that scam money right there? Look at the withdrawals. Look at the deposits.
yeah, that's your
That
current
scam,
broker.
that scam money right there? Is that scam money right there?
That's crazy. So I mean, it's like the way I see this, like you get a
She's like,
certain
what the fuck I just saw?
some wires.
Yeah, bro. For freaking that company, like they would just sell you a dream, and it was just nothing, bro. And it just got to a point where I'm like, "Fuck, am I doing here?" Like, you know.
They would be posting fake profits. That's what got
Yeah.
me, like fake profits. I was like, bro.
You know what got me? Like they would show the screenshot and they'll black out the lot size. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they would be big on that. They would always block out the
Because you know
That's
what?
how you knew they were not in that company.
Yeah, I used to promote. I don't give. They used to be like, don't promote it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, what are you gonna do to me? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do to me? Like, you can remove me? Ooh, I'm scared.
Whenever they would black out the lot sizes, that's when I knew they were in that company because that was like a big thing. You couldn't show your lot sizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood that shit. I mean, like on the legal aspect, I understand it. because you cannot like falsify like I'm not supposed to say like this is like the legal standing of like I'm not supposed to show you profits because those profits are supposed to like lead you on and make you think that you're gonna make the same type of money that I make. But
Yeah, what is that regulation company that?
as a CTFC,
Oh yeah, that
well,
one.
Yeah.
FDIC, one of those.
Something they regulate
Yeah.
like the
So
MLMs.
basically, they will basically like tell you like, no, you're not supposed to show people profits because you're basically misleading. Like the whole company's misleading. Like what the fuck?
Yep.
And I remember
whole-
they did get in trouble for it, but
Yeah.
They did. That guy, the CEO, got in trouble for misleading and showing a lifestyle,
yeah.
flaunting the lifestyle.
So that's why I never like flex lifestyle. Like
Yeah.
fuck, like if you don't like me, then I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's what brought in a lot of the young people, the flexers, and
Oh yeah.
showing all this and that.
Oh yeah, because I know now from that company, people are doing solar now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Solar?
Yeah,
Like solar cells?
there's like a solar MLM now.
No way.
Yeah.
A solar MLM?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in solar, like I've actually been in the solar game, and they actually like tell you, okay, so you're a rep, right? If you bring reps under you, you could, get a percentage of the commission. But I mean, if a company went on full on MLM, like that's crazy.
But isn't the same business concept as MLM?
Yeah, it's like if dang, that's very hard.
That's why he's on there. He's scared.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but now
No.
I've seen you with solar, bro. Like you can make some bread on solar. You can.
You definitely can.
Yeah, you
I've
can-
seen
you-
some bread
you
in
can
So
make-
you know
solar.
what the sus part about solar is? Like, let's say we made like give or take like 200K the whole year.
Mhm.
How do you do your taxes?
You gotta,
Because
you,
you're paid 1099, right?
yeah, you're a contractor, so you gotta. I mean, you gotta be on it about. The best thing to do is to start an LLC or S corp, and then write off your miles, your meals, stuff for marketing, stuff like that. It's like a business. That's how you get away from taxes. But if you don't, then it's just straight capital gains. Like you're gonna get what 33% tax on each
Well,
gain.
depending on the tax bracket, because shit, I got hit this year hard. Shit,
Yeah.
I got hit at a level you don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, bro? Whenever that company like just started getting a bad rep and everything, how when I would actually talk to people and tell them, hey, like I'm starting to trade and stuff like that, right? They'll be like, oh, isn't that like a pyramid scheme?
Like,
And I
no,
was-
it's not.
Yeah, and I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like,
Bro.
yeah, like I had someone like tell me about trading, and they wanted me to like, join and sign up 2 other people. I'm like, bro, I do none of that shit, bro. None of that shit. What are you talking about? Like, I'm like, wait, was it this company's name? And like, yeah, I'm like,
To
Nah,
this day, bro.
yeah. I was like, no, bro. Like, I don't do any of that shit, bro. None of that
And
shit.
again, it's like that at the bad taste in people's mouths.
Yeah.
To this day,
It
I
To
really
this
did,
day,
bro.
that shit never going away.
this since now I put a back stigma on the industry. That's why
Yeah.
whenever people ask me what do, I don't tell them I trade.
Yeah,
Unless
I don't tell them shit now.
I don't tell
either.
them. I don't tell anybody that I trade. I've been in the industry for like 4-5 years maybe, and I'm barely starting to post the stuff
just tell
about it
people-
on IG.
I'll tell people I'm a portfolio manager. That's what I
Yeah.
am.
Yep.
I just tell people
how
I
we
work
go about
online
it.
on the computer.
I just say I do
I work on
stocks.
the computer. I work on stocks.
If it's a homie, then I tell them that I trade. I tell them, yeah, I like stocks. I tell them like that.
I met this guy. We became friends, and we stopped becoming friends. He was like, "Bro, what do you do all day? You just on the computer all day." I was like, "Bitch, don't worry about me. What the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I never.
worry about me when I'm asking you for money. Worry about me when I'm wearing the same fucking shirt 5 days in a row. Worry about me when I got a hole in my shoe. I got
Yeah,
no socks on. I got no socks on right now, but ain't the point. But it's like, bro, don't worry about me because again, why you worry about my pockets versus your pockets?
Yeah.
yeah. And rule number 1: never focus on another man's pockets.
Yep.
You know,
And
focus on
then
your own.
he got mad. He was like, "No, bro, just trying to make sure you good because I see you at home all day. You ain't working." Like,
Bro, he's just nosy. Or
I got mad at that bitch. I'll smack you with your whole year's salary in my pocket right now.
Yep.
people be trying to little boy you.
Yeah, they be trying to like.
They're just trying to show how much.
Well, and again, we're Hispanic, and again, people want to be machista. They think
Yeah.
they're better than you. Like, cool. Like that's. I don't like that sometimes because I'm like, shit, you gonna flex on me? But flex
Bro,
on
all
me.
of us are at one point.
Boy, you gonna
honestly.
flex on me, boy? Just boy,
Well, I feel like
I'll
some
give you a credit card to buy your whole fucking house, nigga.
they're just trying to see how much respect they can put on your name by
Yeah.
you telling them what you do, what kind of motion you got going. Because that's how they determine how much respect they can give you. That's how I've always felt.
Yeah, no, it is because yeah, people treat you different, bro, when you're like around that environment, like with people that actually have money. Like I feel like people actually like treat you different. Because you remember when I went to Miami with you, like what was it, like October or something like that,
Yeah.
and I had people on my DMs just asking like, how'd you get on the boat, like stuff like that. I'm like, the fuck, like and I had someone ask me for money, and I'm like, bro, like the fuck.
Bro, that's because like you know what? Whenever I hang out with my people in Miami, my people in LA, my people in New York, they're putting respect on my name. Because
Yeah.
you know what? I'm helping them do better.
Yep.
I'm not trying to say I'm the reason why they're doing better, but I'll plug them into the people that I know. I'm plugging them in better situations because hey, you're working at the spot and I have this money to start supporting your fund now.
hmm
Most people put respect on my name. So if you're around me around the people, they're gonna respect you too because you know what? It's not easy. It's not easy to be around my circle.
Yep, it's not.
Because you know what? Usually the pressures I'm
Yeah.
under. I'm gonna cut you the fuck out. You piss me off.
Let's go.
Man, you get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, and yeah, bro. It's like people put respect on my name like that.
Yeah.
People may not know me like that on Instagram, but like, come with me to New York or Miami.
Let's see what's up.
I need to take a trip to Miami with you, for real.
Bro, it's
You be treated like a king and queen and shit.
yeah, bro.
Y'all going to the summit in the FX summit in Dubai?
I don't know yet.
You get it right?
I don't know yet.
See, I want to go because I have a cousin that lives in Qatar. So like I'm gonna be out there for a week, and then I'm gonna slide to Dubai just to say I went. I might step into the FX summit. I might not. I don't know.
I think
I
you
do
should,
wanna
bro.
go to
I
Dubai.
think you should go
Well,
to that.
I am going to Dubai this year because I want to set up a bank account.
Oh really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Get dual citizenship out there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my citizenship.
It'd be lit. Dual citizenship in Europe, somewhere in Europe. That's like the move, bro.
Yeah.
I want to have a fucking tiger in Dubai.
Hell yeah. I want to do that. Maybe like in Spain or something. Like I was telling y'all, just to say, just to say you got it.
Yeah. I do want to go to Europe.
And I'm just doing the Dubai thing because, like, you know, we all know the perks of being in Dubai. You know,
Yep.
just-
It's all flash
Go out there the same month as the summit though, because I'll be out there.
I'll see what's up.
I'm for real going.
Because I'm setting up me a bank account and like 3 other people bank accounts.
Come on. Set 'em up.
I ain't naming names, but yeah, we're all setting up bank accounts, addresses and shit there because, come on, it's a safe haven.
Yeah. Dang. So what do you have to do? You have to live out there for like 6 months, or just have a business name?
Just have
out
an
there?
address.
Just an address. Little PO box.
You know what? I thought about that, but I just think about okay. I want to buy an apartment there because fuck it. I kind of have to go back there like every other month to go check on my house or some shit.
Yeah.
And fuck it, why not? You never know. One day,
Yeah.
maybe when my family or something is all settled down, we're going over there.
That'd be lit.
Right. That'd be dope.
That would be dope.
Because I mean, I feel like life in the U.S. it's cool and all, but it's overrated once you see it overseas and stuff like that.
Bro,
Lifestyle's different out there.
I just love Middle Eastern food, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. It's just crazy how they're just. I thought it was gonna be Miami, like throughout all these years, and all of a sudden they're like Dubai.
Oh yeah.
The FX summit.
Yeah,
They're coming back. I mean, they said it before. They told me before, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll be down to go. But this year, since I have a lot on my plate, I don't know.
We gotta go, bro.
Probably.
Yeah.
Shit, if I go, I'm getting first class. Fuck the bullshit.
Yeah, no,
That's an 18-hour flight almost.
Shit.
Little Emirates flight
Yep.
for the low.
Yep.
Shit, like 10 bands,
Mm-hmm. Straight up.
one way.
One way.
Non-stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up in Qatar, and then I'm gonna slide over to Dubai. It's like what, an hour flight maybe from Qatar, and hang out there. ride some 4-wheelers.
Ride a camel.
You know, ride a camel.
Can't even be on the budget in Dubai.
Boy.
I'm here for the vibes
I'm
only.
here for the vibes.
In Dubai, bro. Bro, you haven't eaten in 3 days.
Ouch.
Nah, I'm just
Nigga,
kidding.
when I ate some spit in the hotel, be all
Fuck.
right.
Get a room at the Burj Khalifa.
Shit.
Hey, yo.
Well, I'll see what's up.
That'd be wild.
But
Nah,
shit.
overall, man, that, back to the, we were talking about with the company, man, like, it is what it is, bro. That's all you can say. It is what it is.
It is what it is, bro.
It is what it
Ain't
is.
nothing else to say about that company. It was a mess. It was a disaster. It happened. But I'm proud of what I did, to be honest. Because you know what? I went and had met Kevin, went and had met you.
Yeah.
I went and had met my business partners and shit like that I have now. To be honest, everybody.
Right? Like, in a way.
I think I just would have been low key as hell.
What would you been doing if you...
I think I would have stayed working at the school and still trading.
And then eventually kind of like left school.
Nah, because you know what? Like,
You really liked it.
I actually found peace working at the school.
I mean, yeah, I could see that. Steady income benefits, working with
Hell no.
kids.
Benefits were horrible, bro.
Oh, really? I wouldn't know. Shit.
Now it's just like, you're stressing, like, because you know what? I tell you this, when you start making a 6-figure income and stuff like that, there's a new level of stress you don't understand.
Mm.
People have the stress of, oh, my baby dad didn't give me this. Bitch, like, making 100K sounds easy, but that's just hard. Okay, now maintaining that level. Okay, now you have 100K, so you got to think about, okay, I'm going to start spending on some shit. Pay my bills, pay all this and that. Well, hold up, you got taxes.
Yep.
You got this. Somehow, when you start making money, you have new problems somehow. Your karma starts messing up more.
You say your karma?
Your
car.
Oh, your car.
Your car.
It's like the universe.
It's just random shit. Like, it gets more expensive.
Like the universe tries to test you, I guess, or see
Yeah.
if you're worthy of that salary.
Real talk. And then I ain't gonna lie, I made my first $250,000 working at the school. So it's like,
doing trading and working at the school.
yeah, it
That's
never
lit.
really affected me like that.
That's lit.
That's it, bro. Like, I never understood. Like, when I see people like they start making like a lot of money, they like start changing. I'm like,
Yeah, because
why? Like, bro, like, don't get me wrong. When I used to work at the school, I used to, like, every time I go on lunch with a coworker, I always buy the lunch, always. They're like, "Ooh, you got
they
paid
loved
with it."
you.
They did, bro. I was like, you know what? Like, I was just doing better, and that was a good thing.
Yeah, the thing with trading, it's a lonely road,
Yep.
Working at a job, you're able to connect with people, meet new people, make an impact in kids' lives and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I had like 30 kids in the room, so yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, 30 kids.
It was a fun job, bro. Don't get me wrong. But just like when I quit, that shit hurt because you know what? I got to deal with worse problems.
Yep.
Grown-ups. So
You're dealing with grown-ups, not no.
I'd rather deal with kids than grown-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You know why.
Yeah.
You know why.
Yeah.
I ain't got to say nothing.
Yeah.
You know why. This is just like, this is not new news to you. Like,
Some of those act like kids, bro.
bro,
Big facts.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah.
Josh, you don't understand, bro. Like,
Yeah,
you've never seen the people
I can only imagine.
and it was in Miami too, so it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
This shit was hilarious. God damn. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the podcast, guys. Thanks for hopping on this episode of the Pyramid Scheme. We'll be recording more content throughout the weeks now. So other than that, guys, we'll see you after the next one. Peace.